Good morning. It's Thursday. It is the 23rd of July. Our reading is from Psalm 46, verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, a help always near in times of great trouble. I know I say this a lot, so I guess I'm going to say it again. And I know a lot of people in serious trouble going through major health issues, major problems in marriages. And God is the help in times of trouble if we go to Him, not to necessarily solve the problem, not to necessarily get out of trouble, but to open and close doors and to give us a peace of knowing He's in charge. And when we go off running around in circles and trying to solve problems ourselves, very often we create more problems than solutions. But I've seen God be there with people who are seriously ill, not by necessarily healing them, but providing support systems and just the right doctors and people to come around and bring meals. In other words, God provides care in the middle of the trial. And most importantly, He's there walking through it with us so that His Spirit can encourage us, can give us peace if we're willing to trust Him for it and not yell and scream and demand He gets us out of it. Now, I'm not saying don't ask and don't pray to get out of it. That's only reasonable. But when we get in trouble is when we start demanding and acting as if God doesn't really love me, throwing a tantrum like a 2-year-old. If you really loved me, you'd have. No, He really loves us, but He has His own goals and plans and programs, and those supersede us just getting out of even very difficult situations. But that's where it comes down to, are we really going to trust Him? And as I always do, I go back to Christ in the garden, who, I paraphrase, said, if it's all the same to you, I just as soon skip the whole thing, but not my will, but your will. And by the way, He prayed that 3 times. And so if it's okay for Him to want out of the circumstances, then it's okay for us too. But then we need to be willing to say what He said. But God's desire, God's will in the circumstances is the most important. So we need to be willing to accept where we are and ask for that scary request of, give me what I need to endure rather than get me out of it. And I know that's tough. It's tough for all of us. So if you're struggling, ask people to pray for you. And if you know somebody that is, pray for them. Because it's not that God doesn't care. He does, and He's there. How He cares may be different than how we want Him to care. So trust Him, not ourselves. And I'll see you again tomorrow.